everyone, Sheree here. Today I'm going to be creating a layout using a digital kit. This one is a Kelly Bangs Creative collaboration with two other very talented designers, and it's called Magical Unicorns. So as you can see, the colors in this one are gorgeous. What I've done is printed out a few of the papers from the kit, and I just used my regular printer at home. I printed out onto some heavyweight paper and then I just cut it out. And you can see that I'm hand cutting a scalloped piece there from the pink pattern paper. I've got that multicolored stripe across the top. There's a yellow heart pattern paper behind my photo, and I do have some more of the pink and an aqua piece as well. So I'm just trimming things down at the moment and getting them into position. Just working out the design for my page today. And you can see I've also got some of the embellishments printed out, and they're on the left there. Some of the things I do resize in Photoshop before printing them out, and then I just use my scissors to hand cut them, and they're ready to use. So right now I'm just going to stick that scalloped piece down, making sure it's fairly centered, because that will be what I use to make sure the rest of the layout is centered as well. So I'm just putting a few things into place now, making sure I've got everything positioned correctly and that I've got enough room to fit everything on there. I love that cute little wand piece. I'm going to tuck that in behind the photo. I've got a banner to go across the bottom of the photo, so I'm quite happy with how all that's fitting. So now I can just go ahead and stick everything down. So you'll see in a moment that I will go and stick down my journaling strips and everything else, and then I'll also add some stitching using my sewing machine, and that just really does help to add a little bit of texture to the page. Okay, so you can see there everything is now stitched into place, and that's added some nice texture there. So now my photo can go onto the page, and I've just used my tape runner for that. And I'm going to use my nail to just rough up the edges of those pattern papers, just to add a little bit more texture as well. Alright, and then I can go ahead and start sticking down these cute embellishments. So I realized that I didn't have any double-sided tape or foam dots on the back just yet, so I do go and do that. I won't make you watch me sticking all those things on. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so that's done, and now I'm ready to just go ahead and stick these cute little pieces down. So I've just got double-sided tape on the back of that small unicorn. I did have it printed out in two different sizes, but decided to go with the smaller version. And that's going just at the bottom right of my photo. Next, I've got the unicorn power banner, and I've got foam dots behind that one. That's going across the bottom of the photo, and that just is starting to add a little bit of dimension to the page. Now the little star wand, I've just trimmed that down a little bit, and that'll be tucked in behind the photo, but I do have a foam dot behind the star so that that one is sitting up a little bit. Next I've got the unicorn love words to go on. I've got foam dots behind the unicorn word for added dimension, but the other word just has double-sided tape. Just removing all those little backing pieces, and now that one can go on, making sure I've got enough room for the second word, and now that one can go on as well. So there's not too much more I need to do to this page now. I've got that shooting star that needs to go at the top, and then I've got some really tiny little stars that were also part of the kit. They look like star sequins, but they were actually printed out onto paper like all the other embellishments. And because they're so tiny, I'm just going to use a bit of liquid glue to stick those ones down. And then I just need to add the date at the very bottom of the page, and this one is done. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I've used this digital kit today. As you can see, you don't have to be doing digital scrapbooking to use a digital kit. I use it for traditional scrapbooking all the time. It is just so much fun to be able to print out your own papers and embellishments as many times as you like, and to resize things to suit what your project is. So I hope you'll give it a go. I'll pop a link down below to Sweet Shop Designs, which is where you'll be able to find this kit. Just search for Magical Unicorns and let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll leave you with some close-up photos at the end, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.